Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
How'd you know?
UAV. And that's exactly why I don't play this fucking video game. Even if I do fix the frames, it's not fucking fun. How the fuck am I supposed to outmaneuver or outplay that guy in any way, shape, or form when the time to kill is instant and there's no way to move out of the way of the bullets? Like, the time to kill being instant would be fine if we had movement. Everything's just so slow. I'm not, like everybody says, oh, I'm not talking about slide canceling, we don't need it. They're telling the truth, you don't need slide canceling. If you play Fortnite, there's sliding, and you can just use it. My teammate's fucking useless, that's another thing, and I know they're fixing that mid-season, but that's 2 months after the game's release, man. This game isn't going to recover. This game's not fucking good, dude. This is... He was in the same room as him, and he didn't even... Game's already dead. Activision just looked at Halo Infinite and said, let's do that. Yeah, kill our game in 2 months. Yeah. Nice aim assist, pussy. Don't even have to react. Controller does it for you when it comes around the corner. You're using a worse gun, too. I think I had more fun on Cold War and even Vanguard. Warzone 1, at the start, with Verdansk. It was out for maybe like a couple months, maybe. And I had saw some gameplay about it, and I was like, wow, that is the most realistic and fun-looking Battle Royale I've ever seen. It was modern guns, it had crazy animations. For Modern Warfare 2019... that was, I think it's still better than even this game's animations. And my friends would hop on. I would have a full squad of friends on nearly every day. Then Rebirth came out, and the Cold War guns with it, and not a lot of people recepted that well because it was shitly balanced. And so a lot of friends were still gone, but I would still have a couple to play Rebirth with. You know, Rebirth was carrying the game, especially towards Caldera when none of my friends were really playing, and I only had maybe one friend playing Rebirth with. And towards the end of the life cycle, I was just alone on Rebirth. And then they took fucking Rebirth out of the game to push players onto this piece of shit. Now everybody's here. And everybody's fucking complaining about it, and we've been complaining about it for 2 months. And now they're delaying Rebirth, they're delaying the Resurgence mode, but the Resurgence mode, I'm gonna talk, that doesn't even matter. The Rebirth mode doesn't matter in this mode because there's no movement. There's no replayability. There's nothing. There's really nothing. The only good thing about this game that people have said is Al Mazrah, the map, and the gunplay. The guns are good. Of course they're good. It's Call of Duty. You've had every year to make the guns good. There's no reason they shouldn't be good. Rebirth was fun and played always because it was more close quarters, and that what excelled in that close quarters combat was slide canceling, and all of that fast gunplay. That's not possible in this current state of Warzone. You can try and emulate it in small parts of Al Mazrah, but it won't work. Dolphin diving leaves you too exposed to use it for any advantage whatsoever other than diving behind cover, and even then you barely can get up fast enough if somebody's pushing you. Sliding, don't even get me started on sliding. You're better off stopping running, crouching, and then crouch walking instead of hitting the slide button. That's why Resurgence isn't going to work. And unless they make the slide usable, somewhat usable, like Fortnite, or maybe even like Call of Duty Ghosts, right? We don't need crazy slides like Black Ops 3. Just like, a quick boost forward like in Ghosts. And people just want to use the slide to get, maybe have a chat. Like, they added the hip fire on the zipline. Why did they take away hip fire while sliding? It doesn't really make sense, especially when taking away slide canceling. Another thing, one-shot headshot sniping. It's just gone in this game. Even with the 50 cal, even if it's close range. In Rebirth and Caldera, they at least made it so it was within a certain range of like 50 to 80 meters. And if you use the heavy caliber ones that were that you had to rack a bolt back, that were bolt action, they were one-shot headshot because they had bad velocity and they had bad bullet drop, and you had to compensate. Like in this game, they have bad velocity and bad bullet drop. But now, you can't do one-shot headshots, okay? The only sniper worth using is semi-automatic, so that takes away the fun of sniping entirely in the first place. Just use the EBR then. And people can carry 1,000,000 self-revives. What's the point? Once you get that down, that knock after 3 to 4 bullets with a sniper rifle, when people can do the same with an AR 3 to 4 bullets, what's the point? They can just self-revive. It's crazy. And even then, they're taking away the self-revives mid-season. So what? So what? It's a massive map and you can carry 1 self-revive. That's enough. Because the only sniper rifle worth using is the Signal 50. And the EBR. And those aren't sniper rifles. That's not the sniping experience. That's tapping with a designated rifle. DMR. Okay? I think everybody would be tired of the long-range, no recoil beaming like Caldera had, like Verdansk had, the M13. It's been a problem in every era of Warzone. Those weren't nerfed completely. Those are still incredibly usable, which is what people want. They want the guns to be usable and not be nerfed into the ground. And I think the same can be said about the LMGs, the RPK, and the RAL. People want those to be usable. But the thing is, about, like, they were calling for the nerf of these weapons. It's just the time to kill problem in the game. And like I said before, the time to kill wouldn't be such a problem if you could get out of the way of the bullets in some sort of manner, in some sort of way. But you can't. There's just a latency problem. Like, it feels like there's latency to everything, like every movement you do in this game. And none of the movements are really worth doing half the time. This game isn't really worth playing. The only fun I have playing it is grinding camos and shipment. And even then, if I wanted fun on shipment, I'd go play Modern Warfare 2019 because that's a more fun version of shipment. I'm doing it at this point for what? The camos? I don't even know if I want the camos because I don't even know if I want to make videos on this game at some point. I was going to make thumbnails with Orion and the Polyatomic and all that on this game, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore because of their late call to action. They're watching the player numbers plummet and still delay the game to halfway through February, which I get. They want to make sure that they do that update right, but I don't think there is doing an update right. When every time they do an update, it's just, oh, I need to go fix 1,000,000 things in my graphics to even get above 100 frames. Oh, I need to, like, it's hard to keep playing the game, really, when they're giving you 1,000,000 reasons to not, and maybe 1 reason in a month, 2. Like, oh boy, Resurgence, new map. But like I said, is it even gonna be fun with the way the game is now? No. I'm looking forward to Dark and Darker. This game's not good. I know I just said a lot of what you've already heard about what people are always complaining about and still complaining about, but that's the reason we're complaining about this game. Warzone was such a positive experience, comparatively to this. Genuinely. You remember all of the bad metas back then and in the time you're doing it. But when you're looking back, you just remember, oh boy, the Grau was fun. Boy, using the Car 98 on Verdansk was fun. Boy, the Swiss and Car 98 on Rebirth Island and Fortune's Keep was fun. Oh man, when they nerfed the Cooper Carbine and then NZ, those were balanced. And then there were periods where the game was playable back then. This game has been in what feels like an unplayable period since launch, and I don't think that's acceptable, especially in the way Verdansk was and how I remember playing it. Sorry, yeah, like I said, I'm just repeating all of the stuff that everybody else is repeating. But it's because we want to have the same experiences on this game as Warzone 1. It's because we want this game to succeed. And, you know, it would be stupid to say that the people behind it don't want it to succeed, because they're making money off of it. But problem is, I think they've already made a fair amount of money off of it, and it's just in this state. It wouldn't feel fair to keep playing it in this state, you know? They already won. I don't think we should let them win anymore by, you know, forking up anything for these. Look at this, it's literally default in the store. It's literally just a like, it's not really worth it at all when they're spitting in our face, and their customers' faces like that, and their player base's faces like that. So yeah, sorry, that was just a big rant, and a lot of what people are already saying, but I just will not keep playing this game, especially if Rebirth is just going to be just as insufferable as Al Mazrah is.